Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Nathalie and today we are going to continue with the first tree. No, not a new game. No. No, 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 no. This is me pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, here we are. We were in a forest and I'm not sure if it saved the first rock that we got. Which you didn't see because I got it out of last video. Okay, let's just continue. It's so beautiful. It really is. Because behind this tree, I kept playing last time for a little bit just to see when I was going to end the video, but then I was like, no, this is an entirely different level. So let's just stop. Extra jumpies.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I love sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
It's so cute. So important to realize as well what others are doing for you, even though maybe at the time you didn't know. And I put the subtitles on for you guys so that you can actually see what's being said.
On the property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk, and I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Okay, we get up over here. I love forests, so this game just feels so peaceful to me. Like we're actually outside. I love the colors. I love the snow, but I really love these more natural colors. of the gold, of the green and the brown. There we go. Still don't know why we are collecting these, but maybe we will find out. Barely made it, but we made it. Okay. Okay. Don't fall. Jumpies. Okay. This also jump. Woo! Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Here's the other rock. Why? Okay, but I'm doing it, so why? Okay. I don't know what changed that now it did grab it, but... Let's just listen to music for a bit. I love it. Music is so good. It really reminds me a bit, just a little bit, of Ludovico Einaudi, one of my favorite artists. I went to one of his concerts last year. Just so wonderful, just time flew by. It was an awesome experience. This kind of takes me back to that period of time. At that time I think you're always looking for yourself, searching for yourself and who you really are, but around that time I was discovering, but it was already 2 years ago maybe, I don't know. But what I discovered about myself, no, it was last year, sorry. What I discovered was that I finally was in a place where I wanted to be and where I liked myself and others, and that I could just be myself with everything that I could still improve on and everything that I already am good at. That I had something to offer to others. It was a really good time to discover that.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
It also took me some time to figure out in my own life that the journey is never over, that there's not a point, at least for me so far, where you're like, and now I am who I truly am, and I'm not evolving anymore. You always keep moving, and I had to learn to accept that especially when I was depressed, it was like, when am I finally done with working on myself? But now I realize that it is the beauty that I can always keep changing and keep adjusting to who I want to be.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Nice. Okay, let's first go over here. I know there are no enemies in this game, but still it feels a bit like a boss level, doesn't it? Do you want me to get up here? Okay, but we can't get up there through here. Whee! It feels like I have to be on the other side of this, but... This was the around the corner stuff where we did the jumpies. Maybe you want me to get on... Yeah, okay, because we can see it over there. But how do we get there? Questions are asked and now we need answers. Okay, we can't get up here. Do we need to go around? Nothing that we can jump here on top of. Ah! There was a little nookie. Okay, nothing that we're leaving here. Oh, I saw you down there, but I also see some things here. Nothing. I'm stuck. Okay, thank you. Thank you. No? Okay. I think we have to go back to the tree now. Oh, there are some more lights over there. Oh, but they are here now because they didn't used to be there. This is the road to the tree, right? Or it's not. Well, at least we found you now. Oh, there's the tree. Okay, but I first want to grab the... Oh, and I see another light there. In the distance. Okay, let's first get that as well. I saw it somewhere here. Over in the distance. Yeah, there. All the way up there. But maybe that's the stone where we already were. But at least let's check it out. Yeah, it comes from the stone. Yeah, we already have that. Okay. Then the same light should be coming from the other one. From the one behind the tree. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. At least I think we have to go back to the tree. Or maybe not. We now have to go here. Get out! Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, there are more here. Thank you. Anything else here? No, I think then we can continue.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong.
Oh!
My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
Don't make me fight. Oh! No, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Why are you falling, my sweet? Jump, jump, jump. Come on, come back up. Why are you being so annoying? Oh, my lord. Okay, then we leave you behind, apparently. Okay, I'm not good at making these jumps, so... Nice. We just get what we can get. looks a bit ominous. I see you, light.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Good night. So I think there are other rocks that we can jump into, maybe with more worlds, because I think we had 3 children and we have found 2 so far. As the little fox. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Yes, please. Oh, I love it.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
A deer.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Aww.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Good question. Not leaving anything behind, right? No light behind me. Oh, yeah, you see? Oh, look at the reflections in the water. This is so pretty.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
She's a deer. Innocence. That stands for, right?
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling, the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly, and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
God, this is so beautiful. It's as if he is dreaming and...
You have strength, Joseph. And you're not as alone as you think.
And
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
oh,
I'm so glad that you're part of my family,
oh,
Rachel.
look at them. Oh,
And
they
I'm
are so
glad you're part of mine.
cute. Oh, look at all the family. Look at the deers. Oh, I love you guys. You're beautiful. They're not even scared of me, even though I'm a little fox. But in his dream state, it was like she was the guiding light for him. Or at least some point of light in his life. And I don't think that he was a bad son. I mean, we all go through our teenage years saying things that we regret later on, because we're still trying to figure out who we are. And we just get upset. Not that it makes whatever you say right, because you can still be a jerk, but you didn't mean to be a jerk. Oh no. Okay. This will come down to some master jumps, and I'm not really good at jumping in this game. Oh, okay. Ooh. This is just a very relaxing game to play through, especially with the nice music. Oh, there we are. But where are we going now? Yes, the rain.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain
Already?
cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was.
I'm sorry,
Life was
Foxy.
protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination.
Okay.
And destiny.
I think I accidentally skipped a holder unlock because I jumped off the wrong way. Fuck. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. But there could have possibly been a better way to come down. Okay, is there a way to go back up? Maybe through here? I think so. It looks like it. Jump, 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 jump. Let me jump. Let me jump, let me jump. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, you're not going to let me? Okay, game, what are you doing? I don't think we can get back up. That would be a shame. Would they really design it that way? Okay, I disagree. Like, that's not really smart if you can't get back up. That's a shame. How we can't see that entire world up there. Because you can jump from here. Can we jump? But what if I want to go back up? Okay. Game won't let us. That sucks. It's because I jumped wrong. Maybe through here? Yeah, jump, come on. You can go.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast and got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible.
Mm.
Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture. And he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job, or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
I really like the open world so that you can navigate it, but it also kind of feels like, where do you want me to go? It has different sides to it. I like the flower field here. Beautiful colors. I've never been to Japan, but it kind of feels like it. It's something. Where do you want me to go? Where do we progress and where do we still just look for items? Look for those lights. An ambulance. Okay, I don't think that we have to continue there. Okay, there's a light over there. Okay. Through the mud. Okay, over this way. Oh, and there are also some lights here.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
I know that there was another way we could have gone, but it feels like that is the way forward, and I still see a light over there. It would be kind of neat if you had a map or something that told you like you still need to collect this before you can progress.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business.
Oh,
He said
sucks.
one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
Yeah, but you had a crisis as well that he didn't really seem to acknowledge. He was trying to help out in his own way, probably. Maybe this is your old house? Okay. Okay, we're going back to the lights that were over there. Maybe this is his dream world. Is that the first tree? It's a big tree. No.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
The first tree awakens and gently asks if there's one last message the fox wants to tell her children. She replies back and says, I don't know. You are loved.
I guess her journey was over, but I have no idea. It was only a dream, a distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
Oh, sweet.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
It's so sad when there are still so many things you regret or want to take back or want to say, and then that person dies, or there's another way why you can't communicate anymore. Also the reason why you shouldn't let things simmer if you can help it, but talk about them when you're both ready. Sometimes the other person isn't ready and sometimes you're not, but you did the best that you could. 6 months later. Oh, hey Rachel. Are you alive? This is a bit creepy. This doesn't turn into a horror game, right? Why is the cupboard open? Game? Would you mind telling me what you want me to do? You just moved. Okay, we're getting ready for your baby. Okay, game. Why do we have 2 sinks? That's not what's important, Nathalie. Okay, game. Look at the night sky. Is he going to meet the fox? Can we run? Ah, there we go. Mailbox all the way over here. I can't open this. The mailbox. There's mail. Get your mail. What do you want me to do, game? Okay, obviously you don't want me to go there. Maybe we have to go behind the house? No? May I point out that maybe it's not the brightest idea ever to go out alone in the middle of the woods when it's this time of day? Yeah, exactly. Is someone camping here? Okay, firefly. It's very cute, but also very ominous. Not the fireflies, but this Okay, you don't want me to go here either? And an old creepy abandoned barn. Awesome. This is totally not a horror game. Okay, where do you want me to go then? Communicate with me, game. He just talks about this. Okay, I see a light there. But maybe that's just my home. Okay, this is not where you want me to go. This is Stucky Place. There's a fence over here, so we can't pass this. Jump. Okay. Game, where would you like me to go? Maybe if you told me, then I could go there. Because this is my home. This is kind of where the game falls apart, isn't it? Where do you want me to go, game? Okay, not a glass wall. Invisible wall. No, not interacting with it? Okay, cool. Then maybe you should give me something to do, game. Or tell me where you want me to go, or what you want me to do or something. Okay, not here either, apparently. And we have already been here. Maybe something in the barn? No? Great. What do you want me to do? Would be nice if you told me. Oh, this game kind of sucks. I mean, the rest of the game with the fox was beautiful, but now it's like, okay, what now? I mean... Oh my god, the trees are moving. Okay, there's light coming, and the trees are definitely moving. But what do you want me to do? Because I can't interact with anything. We are fenced in. And that's my home. But you're not really telling me what you want me to do. Oh. No, sweetie. It's not that hard what I'm asking you to do. Okay. I really don't know what to do. We've been everywhere that we can go. Yo, wake up. Wife, you need me to tell me what we're going to do. Because no one is telling me. I can't even interact with anything. Like, what do you want me to do, game? Okay, looked it up online because the game is really crappy at telling you what you need to do. I mean, I still enjoyed a bit with the fox, but this is like, okay, but what do you want me to do now? Apparently you're supposed to go in the tent, but we couldn't before, so maybe it works now. Okay, just go in. I can't go in. That's the problem that we're facing. Thank you.
What the hell?
Oh, it's not hell, it's a fox. Okay, some people might think you're crazy if you're chasing this fox. But catching up to it. first tree.
What is this?
Oh, the tree of your father. Death is one jarring step in a long journey. Maybe I'll end in the same joy-filled place. Joy source. Oh, with her cups. Well, it was a beautiful game. A bit short for my liking. And sometimes a bit like, okay, where do you want me to go and how do I know if I collected everything? Especially in that last world before we became human, like, why can't I get up again to get the little pieces of light? But the music was the best. The music I really loved. I really want to find a playlist for it so that I can listen to it again while not playing the game. And also, sometimes I kind of felt like there was no direction for me as a player, but eventually found a way. The music is really good. And there were a lot of beautiful scenes. With the lighting and everything, I really liked it. Would you like to anonymously submit your statement to the first tree to an online... No. Thank you. So this was the playthrough of the first tree. Only 2 episodes. I wish it was a bit longer and a bit more thought out, but the story was there. It could have used some more depth and a little bit more... I don't know. I kind of miss getting into... I didn't really get into the story. That's the thing. I really liked playing as the fox and the game was beautiful and stuff, but it could have been a bit better. That's all. And I want it to be better because it is a beautiful game. But this is what it is. I enjoyed playing it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And I'll see you in another playthrough. Goodbye.